Mhm. Okay. I think I'm live. Hello. It's kind of just a random pop up. I know it's been forever and a day since I've been here. I'm going to try and get the chat here on my phone so it's easier for me to see because my camera is a little bit further off there, I think. But that's okay. So I am waiting for some people to show up and then we can get started. Let me see. Where am I? It's been a minute since I've done this, so I am happy to be here. I am glad that all of you wonderful chatters are still around. Um, Aloha, Jamie. It's been a while, hasn't it, Ramon? I'm trying to get my live to pop up on my phone so I can see the chat, but it doesn't seem to want to work. Let me try going this way. Here we go. Now it's working. There we go. So it's been a minute, hasn't it? So I've been kind of focused on me, focused on making sure that I am as healthy as can be, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, for the last probably, I want to say 7 weeks or so. I've been going to the gym 6 days a week. So yeah, focused on me just because I needed to. I've been so focused on so many other people that I just haven't given myself time. In fact, I've got my newest 10 decks. Let's see, I think only one of them I've really been using. The rest have just been kind of sitting around. But let's start with a deck, right? Or I mean, yeah, let's start with a deck. Why not? This one is a Kickstarter that I was shocked at how fast it came. Like, it funded, I think it was like the 1st or 2nd of October. I think it was the 1st. And I had this in hand by October, I believe it was 17th. So it's like 2 weeks turnaround from payment to us getting the deck, which blew my mind. I mean, I've got a couple decks here that I waited years past its due date to actually get. I have used this deck a few times. It's very red. Yeah, these are the backs. And it is a linen cardstock. It's black, red, and white, which I really appreciate. I think it's gorgeous. And they have strength as 11 and strength as 8. And I put both of them in there. Same with justice, and a justice for 11 and a justice for 8. The art is different for each one. So here's the Fool, the Magician. You get the idea. It's kind of almost anime-esque, but very, very pretty. I've had some fun reading with it. Gives really good readings. I wanted something with a limited palette, and it was perfect for like Halloween time. That's when I used it. See, here's the other strength. Let me see if I can't find that first one for us. There it is. See, so there's definitely different versions. And I feel like it's slightly different, 8 and 11. They have the same title. Descendants of the Flaming Sword. Yeah, same title. So I don't know. I feel like they give slightly different versions of the same message. So Aloha, Gina M. Welcome. And, I'm not expecting a ton of people to show up because it's kind of like a random pop-up. And I'm sure there's other lives happening. Ace of Wands, pretty. So yeah, that is the Red Hand Tarot by Pixel Occult. Gorgeous deck. I'm very happy to have this. And like I said, insane turnaround. Like, 2 weeks after it funds, I get it. But, yeah. What was next? I believe these were next. I'm trying to remember what order I got these guys in, and some of them I'll get out of order, but that's okay. Aloha, Jane, welcome. So this is Tarot of Paul's Moon with the matching oracle, medieval oracle of the beasts. This is amazing. I mean, I love the little booklet with the embossed image on there, right? And, you know, there's a bookmark, there's full color images of the cards. And, you know, of course, certificate of authenticity. So, you know it's real. These, yeah. So it starts with the minors. I haven't really used these decks. As you can see, they're kind of huge. So I just haven't been able to shuffle, but I love the backs with the gold. I'm definitely gonna have to do a side shuffle with this one. And it's all medieval artwork that's been repurposed. So it's like the Ace of Wands, it's still in order. 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, and I'm dropping cards. The majors are on the back. And like here's the Hanged Man. And this one I know has been around for a while, so I'm not going to go through all the cards. Totally needs to be edged. Yes, Jamie, I agree. This totally needs to be edged. I think I want to do like, I don't know. I think like maybe a navy blue to go with the backs. I think would look really good. But it needs to be edged for sure. I think that might be why I haven't used it yet, because it's not ready for me to use it. Thanks for popping in, Jane. Yeah, it's kind of just a random. I just was feeling it. I also won't. Well, I mean, I'll probably be on for at least an hour. And then the thing that's really obnoxious, Jamie, is that the matching oracle is gilded, right? With a red back. Doesn't have the gold bling that the Tarot does. This kind of came out of order, but it's all medieval beasts from manuscripts. Speaking of beasts. Oh, Buddha, you're not going out right now. So, yeah. Basilisk. I do like that there's keywords on there too. There's 2 bats, right? Or maybe there was 3, I don't remember. No, 2. This is another one that I haven't really played around with, but I'm a big fan of medieval artwork. So, I mean, I studied calligraphy and illumination when I was in college. So those 2 decks really called to me. It also comes with a beautiful little mini hardbound book with lots of bling on it. And even the pages are blingy. Trying not to blind you too much. And again, the images are in color with quite a little bit of write-up about the creature. And then each one has an affirmation connected to it. And even the 2 bats have different write-ups, right? With different keywords. So that's interesting. I don't know. It's like I said, I've been a huge fan of calligraphy and illumination, especially medieval stuff, since I was in college, and I got to do a study abroad, and I studied at Trinity College in Dublin and got to go actually look at the Book of Kells in person, which I had heard of vellum before, but I never knew what vellum actually was until I saw it, and I saw these little like hand stitches for the holes and stuff. Aloha, Ange. Hi, Nancy. Hi, Hershey. Welcome, guys. Oh, abroad, huh? Yeah. Abroad isn't like far away. um, let's see. I think the next one I got was the Simdala Tarot, which this I've been using a lot of. It's amazing. It gives amazing readings. It is a round deck with like pre-yellow edges. And I love the fact that Jennifer has, I don't know if you know oh, here comes a plane, the Tarot Disassembled. Well, she took the RWS, stripped out just the symbols for each card. And this is kind of like the next step where she took the symbols and made a mandala, right? And I love that she also includes all this information about the card on there, right? Like the astrological, the planetary, the elemental, how it's connected to the tree of life, and activation. There's a word that's an activation word for each one, and they're just gorgeous. And I was giving readings with this over on Linda de Gonzalez's channel, and I felt like they were giving some amazing readings. So I hope to have Jennifer on to chit chat about this. I do have an unopened copy specifically to do as a giveaway eventually. Part of the reason why I am live just on the basic YouTube is because StreamYard, I just can't really afford StreamYard these days. So, and I didn't really want to do the free one with their logo up in my corner. So I'm just on YouTube right now. I'm trying to learn OBS in a way where I can use it to, there's this other website I can use OBS where I can have multiple people in. And then, there's just this setting I can click for each person. That way, when that person's talking, I click their name and their image is big, right? So it's a steep learning curve. I'm still learning, but it's a work in progress. So far, pretty much everything I've shown you is a Kickstarter. Actually, most of what I have here in front of me are Kickstarters. The next one I got is from Kelly Burton, the Mystic or Sacred Bee Tarot creator, and it is a Mystic, Augur, and Sage. That one actually came with quite a bunch of little fun stuff, like a bookmark, and I don't even know what else is in here. A ton of stuff. Certificate of authenticity and all that. This one I haven't really dived into because I feel like it needs to be really studied deeply. Another gorgeous Kelly Burton deck. I love the copper sides. And then you have, the Mystic, the Augur, the Sage. And then there's cards that you can shuffle. I haven't even shuffled the deck yet because I want to go through one by one and really dive deep into this. I'm pretty sure Jamie and Gerald got these as well. Oh, hey, Tom. Welcome. I'm kind of missing chat a little bit here. Hi, Janet Lee. So just gorgeous, gorgeous work. It's an oracle. Look, I said it's an oracle, and I pull the oracle card, of course. So I'm really looking forward to getting to know this deck. I know that Kelly spent a lot of time putting it together for us, and I look forward to seeing how it works. I mean, the guidebook is pretty chunky little thing here. The images are in black and white, which is not, but they're pretty big, so it's pretty easy to see what they are. Comes with keywords, a little write-up, like the history of it, and then Sacred Journey, which is the meaning, right? It's a very pretty deck. Yeah, I agree, Jamie. Let me just make sure I didn't miss anything. Hershey says that she can have a guest on YouTube. I haven't tried that yet. Oh, hi, Buddha. So I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Hello to anybody I may have missed. I think I said hi to most of you guys. So that was the first row. Let's see. Next one I got is this is the Out of Hand Pocket Edition. I haven't shuffled it because, you know, I use the bigger version on a regular basis, but this is one that I feel like black edging, amazing backs, perfect little. It's not too little. I think it's just the right size, truthfully, especially for like toss it in the bag kind of idea. I don't know how many of you have not seen the Out of Hand Tarot, but it's all about focusing on the hands, right? So I do appreciate this deck. There's a lot of symbolism. I mean, look at this Death card. That's just gorgeous. I really like Jamie Sawyer's artwork. It's pretty amazing. Look at I love that the double shadow is made by Shadow Puppet, right? You're making it yourself with your own hands. So yeah, it's a gorgeous deck. And I mean, a lot of the symbolism show up as tattoos on the arms or hands, right? So, Jamie, did you get this one, or you just have the full-sized one, right? Yes, Hershey. It's definitely a deeper connection. It makes you pause just to like really absorb everything you're seeing there. I think the most. All right, and then this was the next one. Came with a little keychain, cute little keychain. This one, I'm not so sure how safe it is to show. Cool little bookmark. Like a little sticker sheet here. It's cutesy, but the stickers are. And that is the Arcania Tarot. This was another Kickstarter. There's the back. Very blingy. This is a different kind of deck. I do appreciate the fact that the book is a nice big chunky book. And the images are in color in here. And I love that it's not just like white paper. It's like, it looks aged, right? I haven't used this one because I was distracted by other decks. It's also a very different size deck. There's the kind of matte gold. There is a little shimmer to it, but I don't think the camera's picking up too much. Here's the backs. As you can see, it's very long, right? I don't have any basic deck in hand. I guess this is a pretty basic sized one, the red hand. This is a pretty basic tarot size, right? In comparison, so it's not only slightly wider, but it's quite a bit taller. And I'm, like I said, some of the imagery might not be safe for work. So this one I convinced Miss Tarot D to also back as a Kickstarter. And I have yet to have her not rag on me for it. So there's the Fool, the Magician, High Priestess, Empress. Aloha, Linda de Gonzalez. I almost slurred your words there. I'm sorry. Hierophant, the Lovers, Chariot, Strength, Hermit, and all of them have that same kind of ring of gold on it. It's gorgeous. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to shuffle it because it's so long. So it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Aloha Essence of the Moon. I'm so glad I got this deck. I mean, yeah, it's going to be a pain in the butt to shuffle because of how long it is. And it does have a little bit of that rose petal matte feel. But, I mean, I have some that are fine to shuffle. I don't care as much about that. Let me look at that 8 of Wands. Oh, wow. Keep jumping to the 8s. Here's the 8 of Cups. I love that he's a merman. Or, no, he's got legs there. He's kind of, yeah, he's got legs, but he's also got like what looks like a shark's tail. Okay. That is a very sweet 10 of Cups. It is very anime-like, but I don't mind. I'm a fan of anime, so. 10 of Swords, very bloody. Sorry for anyone for trigger warnings. Gorgeous. I could stare at it for days. Yeah, it's a pretty big deck, Linda. It's probably one of the taller ones I have. You know, it reminds me of the Lost Tarot, if anyone has that, the one that's created through images from Ren fairs. That one's also kind of tall and a little bit of a pain in the butt to shuffle, just saying. So the next one I have, actually, I think this is my most recent one. And that is the Victorian Fairy Tarot. This was a Kickstarter because the original mass market one is long out of print. Even came with a certificate. A little, it's a box full of postcards. It's pretty full, actually. I love the book for this cute little hardcover book. Let's see, which has full color image, a little quote for each card, and then a write-up as well. And it actually came in 2 sizes because they were able to do as a stretch goal. Sorry, losing my words there for a minute. A mini version. So I've got it twice. I've got the full size in the pocket. It's the same images. The image is just like maybe a millimeter shorter, a couple millimeters shorter than the main deck. But I love it. Anyone has phobias of moths, look away. The back is lunar moths with bluebells. It is gilded. And it's borderless. I love that the Fool is just this guy getting let off by the fairies. I mean, how fitting is that, right? And the cool thing about the book is it talks a little bit about how the cards also have, I don't know if you know about Victorian flower language. They include that in the deck and in the cards. So I have to do a little more research. I know a little, I've read up on it a little bit, but I wouldn't say I've studied it. Um, but yeah, this is a great, and they rename some, like the magician is the conjurer, the high priestess is the seeress, we have the empress and the emperor, the hierophant. I love this hierophant, just sitting in the roots, talking with anyone who wants to talk to him. And they don't call him the hierophant; he's the vicar. Right? And instead of the lovers, it's the fairy bride. Chariot is chariot. I love that it's just a little chariot being drawn by a pigeon. I think it might be a bluebird. Fortitude is a beekeeper. I mean, and she's holding a bee and petting it. I mean, wow. The hermit. Wheel of time instead of wheel of fortune, right? The magistrate instead of justice. Instead of calling it the hanged man, it's vision, which makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Right? Death is death. Temperance. So instead of the devil, we have Goblin Market. He looks very smug, doesn't he? Wouldn't you like some goblin fruit? Linda wants to know if the deck is available. She's got a birthday coming up. I think there's still a few copies of the Kickstarter edition being sold on, I forget the website. I'll have to look it up and send it to you, Linda. Instead of the tower, it's the burning oak. And they actually see them fleeing the oak instead of people falling, which, yeah. I know what you know what I mean. The stars instead of the star. The moon, there's all those lunar moths. The sun, sunflowers. So instead of judgment, we have awakening. And then instead of the world, it's the worlds. And then the other difference here is that instead of the regular suits, we have seasons, right? So gonna have to remember. Spring is equivalent of wands. We've got the herald, the knight, the queen, and the king. Right. Ace of spring, obviously it's a wand, right? Two of spring, three of spring. I kind of jumped through the others, but this one, it's almost like I want to take my time with. I think that's one of the reasons I haven't used a lot of the other ones, is because I've been a little distracted by this one. Right. And then after spring, of course, is summer, the herald of summer, the knight of summer, queen and king, and that is cups, right? Summer is cups. Like, look at this Four of Summer. It's one of my favorite Four of Cups I've ever seen. Five of Summer, grief, yes, but you know, it's grief because she spent all this time building the sandcastle. It's now getting washed away, which is a different kind of grief, I think, than what you normally see for cups. We have autumn, which is the swords. The Knight of Autumn. Oh, wait. Autumn? No, I take that back. Autumn, I believe, is coins. Yeah, and that looks pretty much like coins, right? Yeah, obviously Ace of Autumn is very much Pentacle, which means winter would be swords. Here's the Herald of Winter, Knight of Winter, Queen of Winter, and King of Winter. One way to tell is you look at the ace, right? Yeah, it's an icicle, but it's also very much the image of a sword, right? I just noticed this little hat up on the branch there. That's interesting. There's a lot to unpack in these, right? Let's see. I'm curious what the Three of Swords version, Three of Winter. It is a play, and they're gossiping. Heartbreak in the gossip. That's interesting. Communication, right? Swords of communication. So the way that gossip can be heartbreaking. Very interesting. So that is the Victorian Fairy Tarot, which I'm so glad to finally have. I've been wanting this one for years, and it was out of print before I even knew about it. So, and to have like the regular size and pocket size. Thank you. Let's see. I only really have 3 left here. That's okay. This is the last indie one, and the last 2 are mass market. So for those of you who have been around for a little bit, I had Aminat Oladipo come join me for a chat about the Iyami Oracle. And I was able to get a copy of the 2nd edition of the Iyami, which is, it's a slightly smaller card size, but there's, I forget how many extras she put in there. I can't remember how many extra cards that got put in there. But so the Iyami Oracle is a West African triple goddess and other Orishas oracle. So the triple goddess, we start with Anjidudu, the crone, Aje Pupa, the mother, and Aje Funfun, the maiden, right? And she had multiple West African artists work. I mean, some of the artwork, there's like art within art here, which is amazing. Oshan definitely speaks to me quite a bit. And the other thing is, when I got this from Aminat, she sent me a bracelet to go with it. It was blessed by an African priest. So I'm very thankful to her for sending that to me. This is an amazing deck. I usually do like 1 card, sometimes for the week, sometimes for the day, depending on what it feels like. And I think this is one of the newer ones. Oh my God. I mean, look at that art within art. It's an amazing, amazing oracle. I'm so thankful to have it. I mean, this art right here. You can see there's art, but then if you zoom in, it's like faces in his shirt, and there's other things like the art is made up of other art, which is just amazing for me, because I feel like sometimes certain things just jump out and kind of, I don't know, they guide the reading, right? So it's a gorgeous, gorgeous deck. It's 52 cards. These are the backs, which is the same backs as the original deck. I want to say that this is the cardstock's a little thicker than the 1st edition. And trying to think. It's probably like maybe a few inches on each side, a little bit bigger. So, but that's a gorgeous deck. I'm so thankful. And I really appreciate my connection with Aminat. She has helped me more than I can say. And I feel like it's a mutual admiration thing because I'm one of the first YouTube channels that had her on to talk about her deck and really just dive deep into what it means to be West African and to be Aminat, right? So, yes. Let's see. The next one I have, the next two are mass market decks, but I love the Wildwood Tarot. So when I saw the Sherwood Oracle, I know I'm a little late to the party on this one. I think this one came out a while ago. Let me see when was this printed? 2024. Okay, so I'm not that late to the party. This was one of my Christmas presents to myself. It comes with, remember those old school tarot decks from back in the day that came with like a spread? This comes with a spread too. Right? And it has a little welcome card, right? Welcome to Sherwood. And many one sings of grass, and many one sings of corn, and many one sings of Robin Hood, kens little where he was born. Anonymous ballad. Right? I haven't really used this yet, but I love the artwork. The artist again. And Yvonne Gilbert is the artist. Okay. I will have to remember that name because I really, really love the artwork. And it's just the different characters from Robin Hood. One of the funniest things for me is every time I hear Sherwood Forest, I flash back to college where a guy I knew named Forrest was dating a woman named Sherwood. And I ain't making that up. They got so much grief from everybody. They're like, yeah, we haven't heard that before. So every time I think of Sherwood Forest, I think of those two. It's just a little, I don't think that's what I'm supposed to think of when I think of Sherwood Forest, but there you go. I love this image of the Green Man too. The book is obviously super chunky. The characters are also connected to specific trees, so it's very Ogham based. And then they have like quite a few pages of write-up about them. Like there's a full page about who they were, and then we go into some keywords, the message if they're a companion, the message if they're a challenger, a message of blessing. They talk about the tree and tree words. And then questions of place. Think on thee. So, quite a few pages for each card because, like I said, they're really going deep into who the figure is. Not all of them have trees connected to them, but enough of them do that I kind of curious to know how that tree thing kind of connects to it all. Some of them do, some of them don't. And then there's some of the cards are places as well. I really need to dive deep into this. I haven't really played with this one yet. I just got it and it's been sitting around waiting for me to look at it. And then my final last 10 decks, another Christmas present to myself is the Siddhartha Tarot. That is a Los Scarabeo deck. Pretty sure it only just came out too. Let me see if the little booklet says. Oh no, 2022. Okay, so May of 2022. So almost 3 years ago. Okay, I'm a little late for the party on this one, so that's okay. There's another one that needs to get edged. Get rid of those title cards. The Siddhartha, right? That's what the back looks like. I love the pastel colors. And then I love that there's mujas on some of the cards as well. So I grew up in Santa Cruz, California, where there was a lot of converted Hindus, and in 7th grade I had to read Siddhartha. So a lot of these images really kind of speak to me in my childhood. And I went to a Hindu private school where a lot of these type of imagery was on scrolls all around the school. There was a guru there, Babaji, who had taken a vow of silence. I used to talk to him all the time. He communicated with chalk on a chalkboard, and constantly asking him questions about everything. And yeah, he was amazing. It was definitely an experience. So, I love the artwork. It's just so vivid. The colors are vivid. The images just, I don't know, they scream at me sometimes. I've gone through the deck several times, but I have not actually read with it yet. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of reading I get. This is when Siddhartha was rejecting, because he was a prince, right? And this is him rejecting his princelyhood to become a wise man, right? 2 of Cups, which is interesting. So that is the Siddhartha Tarot. I think I have gone through all the decks I was going to go through. Does anyone have any questions or have a specific card you want to see from a specific deck? Just let me know. I'm also willing to pull a card for anybody who wants. Let's see, what can we do? Let's do, we could do the Simdala. That way you can come back, take a freeze frame image of the card, and have that mandala to meditate with, if you want. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. If anyone would like me to pull a Simdala card for them, just let me know. Oh, Linda. Let me see. Can I? Oh, I can't. Wait, Linda, why aren't you a moderator? That's funny. Here, let me change that. There we go. I cannot put comments on the screen, unfortunately. But Linda asked, have I done a deck interview? I'm assuming with the Siddhartha Tarot. I have not. I should, though. That would be amazing. And Hershey would like a Simdala card. Okay. And Linda. Thank you all for being here. I know it's been a minute. I've just been kind of focused on making sure that I'm in a good place, because for the longest time I've just been focused on making sure everyone else was okay and not really paying attention to my needs. So that's not good. No. Kind kind of fitting for some of the stuff you're going through right now, Hershey, but I pulled the Three of Pentacles for you, right? It's that you're not getting the job done by yourself. You need someone else to help you, right? The activation word is mutualism, right? Oh, okay. Miles just wants you to look at it. He doesn't want me to talk too much. He says you'll understand it by the image. So I love the roses, the mallets, right? The blueprints, everything. Oh, okay, Linda. I could do that. My deck interview is a little more involved than most. I do 8 cards for my deck interview. I kind of created my own interview specifically for that. And Linda, your activation word is acquiescence. And the card that came out for you is the Five of Swords. Are you feeling like you're being called to battle right now? Are you feeling like you need to win at any cost? What are some of the other words? It's connected to Aquarius, Saturn, Uranus, Venus. It's air, right? And the Tree of Life is Geburah in Yetzirah. I need to know more about Tree of Life. I truthfully have not studied enough of that, but it's interesting that the armor is in green here, though, right? I'm feeling like armor can be healing too, right? Keeps the wounds from getting through. There's the air, right, blowing through. The mountains keep you from making. I see this like there's clouds hitting the mountains and then becoming wind on the other side. It's almost like the mountains are keeping those things that nourish you away from you, but continue the wind blowing to keep that like that. See how the wind's also kind of coming out of the center there. It's almost like the nourishment's being kept by the mountain, but the mountain is stirring up the wind. So a lot of times the wind represents anger, it could represent frustration, it could also represent being able to communicate properly. So could be that you're feeling a little stuck in communication, stuck in being able to like see through the clouds, get over that mountain to be able to actually win the battle, so to speak. I've got dogs digging at the door for me, so. Yes, Hershey, green armor that would protect the heart for the heart chakra. Yes. And Linda says that she is dealing with the struggle, not at any cost, but a mission to accomplish. And she got chills from that image. So, yeah. I was just told to pull one for everybody. I should probably start wrapping this up. I need to head out soon to go get my boy. Oh, okay. That's what popped out for us as a collective. The 8 of Cups, right? I think we're all ready to move on from those things that just don't work for us. And right now, nothing's working for anybody but the 1%. I mean, that's just what it boils down to. All around the world, like billionaires are trying to take over, and we're just like, you can have that system. We don't like it. We don't want to live there anymore. You deal with it. I'm going to go over this way now. Thank you. I like to go live in nature. I like to go look at the moon. I like to see the ocean. Let's go look at an eclipse, right? Because I feel like the 1% is eclipsing the needs of the 99%. Just because they want to keep getting the money. They want to keep getting the money. Doesn't matter. Oh, billionaires. Who cares about billionaires? I want to be a trillionaire. Sounds like a sick mental sickness, doesn't it? I mean, when is enough enough? Truthfully. Why do we need to constantly be like craving and pulling in more? It's another reason why I was kind of taking a break, because it's just I felt like a lot of my channel was all about, acquisition of decks. I mean, here I am, my last 10 decks, right? Most of them are Kickstarter. So in a way, I feel like I'm trying to support creators in a way that's not like giving to the big publishing houses, which, I mean, there's a spot for the big publishing houses too. It just, I mean, when is enough enough, right? How much do we really need before it turns into hoarding, even if it's hoarding money, right? Time to move on. Time to let go of that crap and, right? Yep, greed is the only thing they really care about, right? So, Hershey wanted me to send you the link for, this is the Simdala Tarot, created by Jennifer Cooper Stidley. Go to ferociousinc.com. And this just came out. This was a Kickstarter, just came out last year. And I love all of Jennifer decks. It's like the Tarot disassembled, the Tarot assembled, which is actually an Oracle. And now this one, I mean, yeah, I don't think she's like me. She's a huge symbology geek. Like, I really like learning about symbols, right? She's got people coming on to talk about specific symbols. I think she just had Honorio come on to talk about, what was it, the lemniscate and the red feather, I think, over on Instagram. So, yeah. And on Instagram, her Instagram is Ferocious Inc. So ferociousinc.com is her website. I always say directly order from the person who created the thing. And then I'm not sure which website this is on. I will need to find that. I'm not sure. If anyone's interested, let me know and I can send it to you. Oh, Linda has it. Thank you, Linda. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, 130 Canadian. Wow, that's not what I paid on Kickstarter, but thank God for Kickstarter. Some of these decks, I swear, if I hadn't gotten them from Kickstarter, I may never have gotten them. So, Linda, is this month your birthday month or next month? I'm somehow blanking. Sorry. Hershey's birthday's in May. Yep. And I owe you a little package, Hershey. Miles keeps telling me to wait. I don't know why. Oh, of course, Linda. Aquarius, duh. Yeah, this month. Happy birthday, Linda. Let's see. Anyone else want a Simdala card? Or I think we can call it a day. Don't forget, wearable crystal good necklaces. If you are interested, the link is in my link tree, which is in the description. And again, if you use the word Aloha, all caps, you'll get 30% off. That includes my little PDF book of like 20 spreads too. And I'm not sure when I'll be back. Next time I'm over at Linda's, probably. Let's see. Anyone else want a Simdala card? Or I think we can call it a day. Yeah, I need to send you that Apache tier. But like I said, I keep like wanting to pull it together. And I was like, not yet, not yet. I'm like, when? And it's supposed to be a birthday gift, I guess. Maybe, maybe I don't know. Um, maybe he didn't want me to send stuff because of everything that's happening over there right now. So, gotta let me know. And then thank you everyone who came and watched. Thank you everyone who's watching the playback. Don't forget to comment below. Which of these decks are you interested in? If I were to pop back on for like a pop-up, maybe doing some readings, would you want me to pull out some of these decks to do some readings with? Let me know which ones. I know I'll probably at some point want to pull this one out because I was originally gonna start pulling this one out because Miss Tarot D wanted me to do a unboxing video for this one, which I might still do. I was thinking about doing just a private one for her, but you know, if you want me to ask Aminat back, I'm sure she'd love to come and chat about her deck. I'm definitely going to have Jennifer on at some point. I was supposed to schedule with her prior to this, but it just, you know, since November, I just haven't been feeling it. But I'm here. I'm back, and I'm not really going anywhere. This is home. As you can see, I'm letting you see the whole background here instead of just the wall over here. So, yeah. Thank you, everyone. Until next time, ahui ho. And yeah, aloha to everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And I'm just hearing from the guides. We are the ones that we've been waiting for. Okay. You are the one that you have been waiting for. Right? It's time to turn inwards to find the answers. We need to stop looking outside of ourselves for the answers because our answers really come from within. And it's time to stop looking towards authorities and become our own authority on our own life, right? So until next time, thank you. Aloha, ahui ho, and much aloha, love, and hugs to all of you. Bye, everyone.